It's a great start, actually, for the Knights as they move in. They timed out on the smoke that was already used by Vanity in a different spot. Wall off towards the door side. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 retake. Nebula's on the top. Yes, Scuba's staying as an Astra, but Leaf is trying to jump in. Doesn't work out. 2 kills coming in for the Knights as we have a 5-on-3. And they are getting mowed down here for Cloud9, so things are great for Knights to start things off on their favorite map. But Zeta, he's not going down without a fight. It's 2 kills of his own on a 2 versus 3.
Oh my god, no way.
Gets a third, but no way's coming in. It's going to be a 4K instead for Ban on the pistol, and the Knights open up big. And that's exactly what Sideshow was talking about. How do you avoid this 0 point coming out from Zeppo? It's not only information, but it also cancels out an important wall that can come into the execution of the Knights. And there you go. As they try to come in, they don't really have anything to go for a pop execution. One-ways are also one of the main things from Vanity playing as an Omen on this map that was detrimental, at least to the Knights' first point of execution towards this A main site. So as players fall down, make that even a third, we can now start pushing in. We all know and love the good old Zeppa in lead pushing through when they have the weapons advantage, but we're not going to go for the overheating for Cloud9. Just a couple of flashes, more utility, and then even a 0 point to catch the last 2 guys. Here he goes, they lined up. This should be it. Should be maybe a flawless coming in soon for C9, but we're just playing the waiting game at this point.
No wonder he's getting headshots. Sentinels of light over here. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good. That sound, that aim. Leaf putting up a few kills for the team this round. They've done a good job of it, figuring out where Knights was. And also, if you watch the movement right off the beginning of those kills, you liken it to how a baseball team would move around the diamond if they were covering bases, right? Everybody moves to A. Then you had
maybe inching for a default is what C9's thinking, and look how pressed up Leaf is at. He's already on the other side of Subroza, looking for the first fight against Zip. A nice little jiggle peek, though, that forces out Ban towards the back of the mid side as we trade off a couple of kills. Now going up towards the air, he does manage to get the kill onto Mitch too, so that's all of the utility of Killjoy down also towards his B site. There's still some pressure though on this catwalk from Zeppa. Now as the smoke dissipates, he also loses his life. And this, so much map control, so much room right now for PKS to actually execute into the site. We're going to go back here into the round and see what's going to happen. So we do have Ben looking back towards the Gelato. A couple of guys spotted here by C9. You can definitely see here that they're looking for the exit games. They're looking to make it expensive, but it's not going to happen. They both fall in Vanity and Zeta, and it's going to be 3-4.
The wall goes up in the op to peek first here. Mitch, it was a beautiful crossfire with Leaf.
30 seconds left.
Okay, but
Zip.
it gets answered back by Zip. It works out, and they also take down Zeta up on that sidewalk. So when you already have the information and you have the stack of numbers, they still fall down like pins. It's still going to be the Knights able to fight, but it's also Vanity looking to bite back. First one to drop. Reloading his weapon is also going to be Zeppa, so both players, or Cloud9, are both together here towards the spawn. Vanity dropping down towards logs. The 0 point came in towards the close way side, and Vanity is just going to try to use the advantage of his own smoke to try to isolate this fight against Zip. Spots him, gets the kill, as Zeppa gets the last 2 in the back of the site. A 2 versus 3 that allows C9 to get a beautiful very well for the Knights. Ever since they did their run in the stage 1 of the playoffs. The res to come back, that's an inkling. There's 30 seconds left. We did get a wall towards mid-side, though, so they did pull off one of the rotates and to go for the double swing into Catwalk. Leave the headshot onto Ben. Retaliated by the Hunter's Fury as we're dodging and weaving away, as we're updrafting away from the Hunter's Fury. Now inside the site, Vanity with a judge. That's how you go to work with Vanity inside the site. And it's just going to be those 3 players holding it down on the A site. It's retakes and holds, right? You're starting to see that C9 are starting to feel a little bit comfortable. They're winning every single one of their duels. They're reading the map correctly as to where we're hitting right now for the Knights. And the Knights are also trying to go for a 5-man death fall into the A main site, which now loses the life of Vanity. There's no smokes to cover up towards the A main, so Zeppo, who's frosting towards the back of the generator, could do as much damage as he can for a first kill, and that's good enough for him. But Frosty's going to work with the Sheriff. Just like that, it's turned it around. A 2 versus 1 for the Knights. Zeta on his own. Aljo to come out. That's going to tag one down. That's going to be Scuba heading down towards that hell side. Also on the other side is Frosty, very low on HP. As he stays alive for a bit, it's back to a 1v1, and the lockdown already broken. And Zeta comes in with the easy kill with the classic, and it's going to be the Red Bull clutch as Cloud9 takes the lead in this game.
There was a lot of cool stuff.
Good to actually make these one-ways work on the defensive side just to disrupt any type of early pushes coming in or any type of lurk kills coming in from their opponents.
And he's constantly throwing it. They're adding delay on the side of Cloud9 right now. Zeta adds even more delay. And there hasn't been really a chance for Knights to hit just yet. They heard this Sage wall go up, and to hear that wall is a big commitment. Somebody's going to be on it.
Yep.
You're playing the util, and C9's reading it.
The idea is there too, though. You see that there's some studying being done by the
my
Knights.
word.
As right now, 2 players are playing the back of the site. Easy kill. Spike is not going to get planted. A couple of players are falling, but that's going to be it. Yeah, there's still 2 players alive at the back of the site. It could have been close, but
No, it doesn't give them much information here, and this 0 point's going to do so much more. There's the lockdown we were looking for, and it looks like they're actually going to rush it.
forcing a dash away from an underhand throw. Zeppa then wins the duel against Scuba as the rest are trying to push inside the site for the Knights, at least to get the spike plan. And because of that, though, they couldn't break that lockdown that was set down super early by Cloud9 as players are dropping. One got detained. Defuse is coming in. Van, who was the first one to get spotted on Catwalk, is the last alive. Lands that headshot, but that's going to be it because we already had the defuse for Cloud9. C9.
All mid, we saw this before. Who's going to get it? Up, and Ban finds the shoulder of Leaf to start things off. They go fast. We've seen the wall mid strat. Can it work, though?
So far, so good. As they break the wall early, Van gets the wall bang onto Vanity. As now updrafting, going into the site, in the back lines. Van gets the third kill. He's doing all the work on his own. And now it's a 5 versus 2. Zeppa and Mitch forced on a rotate. A little bit too late, so you currently see from the positions, they're just going to save their weapons into the next round, and that
Of Cloud9 in the beginning, that's Van can take advantage of that real quick. By Joe, they're pretty close to being right. Oh, they check it. Vans!
so good. That is so good. Again, mid-pressure, all of the Knights.
Ooh.
Hey, defaulting doesn't work. Let's just run 4 or 5 players for mid every round. And it's working. Not
Zeta?
anymore, though. Zeta answers back from the market side. Could get caught off guard here by the close. Aljon out with the weapon. Goes with the swing, but it's at least traded off by Zeppa as Zip was able to take down Zeta. 2 versus 1. Frosty to go. And that's going to be the easy kill in the end on that 2-1 to end the half, send a 5. But props to Knights for making a comeback. And let's see what happens after this break. Exactly, on the backside, so they're going to try to default back and just rush, actually, into the A site. Smoke towards that tree side. Mitch is moving in. It's going to be the fragment onto the ground to take down Genghsta, but the other Frenzy does a little bit of damage. Then a Sheriff from Ben at the A main side, but these are continuing to be very good trades for both of these teams. Zeppa now planning for A main side and playing towards the Hell, as they have 2 players on the outside of Cloud9 just by the door. Zeta looking for that recon dart. 0 point to start things off, though, and that's going to spot the last 2.
I can't. So good. Go ahead, Van.
Aljon 2, as Zip and Frosty are going to work. Zeta now is on this 1 versus 1. Heard that drop from Frosty. Looks towards that left side, runs out of bullets, trying to go for the dodge, but Frosty gets the kill with the classic, and it's going to be the round coming in for the Knights and the defuse, as the Knights now win both of their pistol rounds on this map.
Once they have the util.
Exactly. You still have Vanity. Uses his only smoke that came back to use towards that tree side so that Mitch could actually creep up. But everybody else is falling from the A main side, and finally all these duels are coming in favor of the Knights, and we've tied the game up 7-7. That's going to funnel everybody towards that sidewalk, and because we have pistols, it's going to take a while to break that wall. Lots of information being done. Wall bangs coming in. Zip playing duck hunt and gets a triple kill onto Leaf and Mitch. Back on the other end at the spawn side, Zeta finally gets a kill for Cloud9, but things are looking good here for the Knights just to hold things off. That's 2 easy kills for Frosty, building up the ult points. You see now on this minimap, Zip is moving back towards his catwalk side. They're trying to see if they can go for a late wall into tree side, but it's just going to be trying to go to work with an ult command, and it's banned through the smoke. That's 2 kills. That's the altar down. They can't really pick him up, because if they try to pick him up, you'll just spray through it. Okay, you get it. They heard it. They tried to spray through it. Couldn't get the kill. Now the smoke dissipates. We're in a 5 versus 3. Things have been reset, but for C9, they've also lost their smoker. And that's why their defensive side is so good here for this map.
It's so weird to think about. Like, you really have to put your mental into a place where you're not wrong by any means. And here Leaf's going to start to take a little bit of a solo mission out. And the timing just seems to be in the favor of Knights right now. Oh, mobile ban finally misses one.
I think he actually hit him for a bit. I mean, Leaf is down to 27. I don't know if there's super thick walls in the generator. I have no clue, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill here as Vanity comes out with that Sheriff for that kill. So they salvage one of the weapons left behind. And just staying towards tree is Mitch on his own as he closed the door, trying to play that bait game to think that nobody's on that tree side, but it doesn't work out. Look at how it's so cold onto the ground. Frost orbs all over the place, but Leaf is still alive. He's going to be able to drop down too, and that even makes it a 2 versus 2. Knights have been dropping inside the site. It was hurt by Vanity. He's playing towards Dice, and the other one is now spotted. Now as the smoke dissipates, as Vanity is playing inside it, it's back to a 1 versus 1. Leaf versus Zip. No utility left for Zip as we're moving in. He's down at 26 HP as it gets shot through the generator, and Leaf gets the kill for Cloud9 to get the round. Let's see what happens here for the retake.
That was super sick. Did Vanity TP over everything on Cat to get in that position? Oh my word, it was all happening so quick. C9 is just stomping this round. The Leaf's gonna make sure that he's part of the action as well. One last hiding, or sorry, 2 last. As Van's just watching his back to keep this operator online. I don't know if Scuba's gonna be able to make it out alive. Go now, go now. Uh-oh, jig's up.
And it's looking to be not only Prime Gaming Flawless, but a Prime Gaming Flawless where they didn't get a single lick of damage done against them. Vanity, the only one at small shield, TPs into the site for a plant, and that Cosmic Divide just made things way easier for Cloud9 to win the round. Why? You just went for the Hunter's Fury through the wall and get a couple of kills. You've suppressed so much inside that site. That's why he's just looking back towards back mid. Everybody else from Cloud9 just hanging out on his post plant, though, as Vanity is in a great forward advanced spot. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back for this kill, Zeppa. Headshot onto Zip, as now the last 2 are going to try to push down against him. KO knife coming out, though, suppresses 2, and that's the last 2 out of 3 spotted, at least towards Kench bench. Zeppa gets traded out. Mitch with a beautiful shot into the dome of Ben. As that with a one-way, that's how it gets really impressive. We talk about these one-way smokes from Omen. It's almost in a position where you might have to save at this point. Look for those exit kills for Knights, but it's still going to be Cloud9 in the lead by 2.
And you kind of see like this multi-pronged attacks Cloud9 has with the way they filter the operator to Mitch, with the way that Leaf is the one engaging. They went towards A, and that's common we've seen. Leaf to Jenny. Following Sova's drone, following Zeta's drone in.
The Knights.
Coming back in. They're like, somebody was here last time. There's a lurker. Nice job by Scuba and the team as they try now for the 4v4.
That's it. They got him back there, and that forces a double health hold here for Cloud9. Make that even. A triple.
Triple. Oh, he looked away.
Nice shot from Genghsta. Nebula's into the front, so that nullifies the person towards outside A main, and that's Zeta. Nothing in terms of utility to help out on a defuse. So as they're pushing in, the push down towards hell.
Genghsta.
The defuse is at halfway, and now Zeta's on his own as Genghsta gets 2, and Scuba gets the last one through the smoke, and that was much needed here for the Knights. A timeout.
Not giving those kills up, not allowing themselves to be taken down. Holy moly, they pulled the trigger. Leaf's already in to flip the switch on B.
That is such a huge execution. A wall bang from deep as Scuba is trying to do his work towards the side, and Zip in a perfect spot by that Dice side of that B side. That's such a good spot. It looks so bad, but it's such a good spot to play inside B. Locked down, being forced out by Mitch. A 2 versus 1 as Mitch has to come in with a classic of all guns because he has an operator on the other hand. Plant to come down. Frosty now moving down right after the cloud burst coming in. A recon dart coming out from Zeta as the alarm bot did get triggered. We're trying to find him. We're trying to get some more battles coming in as Ban is closing in and inching in and closing that gap. Frosty for the trade. Zeta lines them up and he gets that clutch against the Knights to put Cloud9 at that point. That Cosmic Divide forces one. Only Zeppa inside the site. So he's going to try to pull the rotations as everybody else is just going to thunderfoot through the Cosmic Divide. But Zeppa still stays alive somehow. And now it's up against Zip just around the corner at the spawn side. The other one's still on sidewalk. They can close it on him. But that means that the A side is open for Cloud9 to plant. They have a recon dart to look into the site. The blade's starting to come out too. There's still a lot for Mitch. He does have this operator, but now we have to battle towards that generator as Zeta is towards the front of that A site. Still, Ben. We have a flank coming out as well. That's 2 versus 1.
That's not going to see him.
For Mitch. He misses the shot. Ben gets the other kill, and now we get the defuse for Knights. That res that came out from Ziff onto Ben was the most important res because who is it again? Ben to save the day and save the round for the Knights.
As we see if Knights can do that and bring us into overtime.
Potentially look for a quick pop here inside the A site, just because we had the Blade Storm in now. There's one towards the top of the heaven side. Flash is coming in. A battle towards Hell, and Scuba wins it. We're 3 kills away to bring this into overtime. Ziff just run the corner. The underhand throw. Ziff still holding it down towards the A main side of the spike. It's also dropped towards the generator. A 5-on-2. And Zeta somehow gets a kill through the smoke. And we're still winning. We can't even lurk. This wall from Ziff. He's done everything on his side. Slow arms on the ground. Kills on the other side. And a wall on catwalk does not allow Mitch.
Nothing he wants. He put it down to see if he could identify that situation.
Player standing.
And that's it. Beautiful shot by Ben from the Sheriff, and we are going to overtime. Good call here as the wall comes up. No operator from Ben. The wall's not broken because we're just focusing on this Odin inside the site, and Mitch gets a beautiful first blood into this round. But it's getting retaliated. He's getting sprayed through the walls, and he's down to low HP. We're fighting inside the smoke as Leaf was trying to get a surprise kill. It doesn't work out. We're still holding our ground in the back of the site. Only one line of defense, and Zeta towards that back, as you just mentioned it. And he comes out of the smoke to get the kill. And just like that, Cloud9, they win the defensive round and are back at that point.
With someone in wine, and they're rotating that sonar bolt over right now so they can make sure they get here in time.
Scuba is screwed, and so is Ben, even though he gets the first blood, and this is looking to be it. A 4 versus 2 right now as Zeppa's pushed up towards that tree side. Only one more to go, and it's gonna be Zeta, or should I say Gangsta, sorry, for the Knights. The spike is now planted, and it's about to have a battle at that window side. I thought he was going to get that kill onto Zeppa. It's not going to happen as Cloud9 win and get the first map, and it's best out of 3.
Push towards mid, and I think Knights needs to set the pace here. One of the biggest things.
Interesting pistol round. As they have this wall up towards mid side, you maybe usually think it's like going to be a 3-2 split towards A, but sinatraa are coming out towards the holes and mid instead, and it's working out. And they're also catching on a rotation. A late lurk on mid side from Mitch, but he loses that fight to Ziff, who also is the last man standing off for the Knights on the pistol. And Leaf is looking with Zeppa. The 2 main fraggers for Cloud9 to play the post plant.
As this round ends, I want to talk about one of the really interesting things is how you recoup a round when you kind of do what Leaf did and find out what C9 did. You're like, wait, we're really far into the site, but we also have somebody lurking mid and we still haven't seen them yet.
Killed.
Yeah, it's a really good call. Up and over. It looks just like Ascent A. Leaf in, following a bit of utility. They rinse and repeat, and now the team has to back each other up. There's the first trade.
Jace is playing around with the cyber cages. Oh, and it's going to line up a few.
Baby.
Good for 3 right now as he finally gets stopped by Zeppa. Zeppa on his own. It was a 3 versus 1. Now he has to clutch up against 2 more players of the Knights who've already closed the gap. 1 player playing towards the tunnels, 1 guy looking back towards the flank, and should I say the archers, not the tunnels, and he's isolating it to make it a 1 versus 1. Looking back at the Berlin on the left side and right side. Frosty's trying to play the mind games too, and the timing's right there. He's going to play patient for Zeppa. He's got a minute to work with, but the timing is even better for Frosty as Zeppa brings a knife to a gunfight. So it's going to make things a lot harder for the retake, at least, if C9 decides to go towards that site. That said, though, the battle's towards this B main as Vanity falls. So that's no Viper for the attackers either.
Yeah, great call. That util down makes things really tough here. Oh, and you were hoping that you might get some cage to defend yourself. 0 points out with a few tags on that. Zit's ready and more than ready. Team is all poised and holding angles right now. And even watching mid too. So Knights doing a really good job of not forgetting anything in these situations, but will they hit the shots?
Didn't expect a second player there, so it's good at least for that trade.
The reset
Zeppa now and another 1 versus 1, but it's again Gangsta and another time as he gets caught in a reload.
Mitch again to have that long range. Vanity. They're gonna do site to site. Maybe Mitch throws out a cage. Ziff has been so dirty from the back of this B site.
The angles are beautiful here for the Knights in the backside. Zeppa finally dwindles down the defense just for a bit as it gets dropped under this null command. Mitch going for that lurk on an A side, couldn't get a kill, so you're still committed towards B. The last 2 players remaining, but you see this flank coming in from the A main side as well from Scuba.
And you had a good push up as well from Scuba this round, which kind of starts to bring the round together and exactly where Cloud9 is.
I know exactly.
Does he expect the second one?
The hat. Oh
no, the whiff!
Vanity gets the kill, and the last one spotted towards the spawn spot, and they have a Viper spin.
No.
They're gonna get the plant now. You have to move in for this plant. There's 8 seconds left. Snake bite onto the ground, and Vanity plants it on the outside. Scuba now moving in to the Viper's pit. Coming up head-to-head against the other Viper. At least the information's there. He's decayed and low, and Mitch gets the kill. And somehow, C9 turns, what, a 3 versus 2 into their favor.
He's thinking about it. He wants the action to start before he does anything. Take their eyes off. Oh, okay. I like it. It's like, now you have to worry. Basically, just playing with the mines. Cloud9. They're already safe, though. Oh, not Zeppa or Vanity. Nice shots there. I mean, it's super important economy damage here as the map's starting to turn a little bit. And good thing Ban goes down in the end. That's his objective as well.
We see the Blade Storm for him to try to creep up towards his hallway side, as if continuing to be a menace as a main anchor for either side, A or B. Off the null command. This now Ban pushing down towards the back of the A halls, catches Zeta off the rotation. And that's going to be it for Zeppa to fall as well. Everybody's just dropping. Leaf is on his own in a 4 versus 1. Fans are about to turn around the corner as he just gets spotted. That is Leaf with the camera. Going with the anime battle, Vandal versus the Knives again, but it seems to be the Knights pulling ahead. Not only the Knights, but the Knights.
So they work much slower. Oh my word, Vanity walks out with his util open and he actually pays for it. Man, with the 4K, these ban rounds, fans are...
What an ace. What an ace by Ben. And single-handedly, at least with some assists on that first kill that he's gotten on that elbow side right here against Leaf, sorry. The rest was all done by Ben right here.
Lift Leaf off his feet is what he did.
Exactly.
Oh my word.
You got my tongue twister right.
Oh boy.
Such a low buy too, and that's Zeta with the stinger with the opening frag. Ban's still going to work. We still have a line of defense in the back of the A site as Gangsta lines up a few. Make that even a hat trick. There's only one. Make that even 0 to go. I'm really liking this from the Knights. I don't remember really watching Knights on Breeze, and they're just really confident of pushing this cave side. They haven't done it once with Scuba. They've done it this time with Ban. The cave control on this side is actually really nice off the wall, and look at these kills that gives them the opportunity to get. Now Cloud9 are behind by 4 players.
Exactly.
They have a camera up on middle tunnel. They have a trap wire just inside that site. We have the op this time rotated towards the B side. Expected on a half wide. It's going to be another pop here for Cloud9, trying to create the pressure. And Gangsta gets the first kill. And because they also know that this hit from the half wide usually comes off the null command, so everybody's getting dropped here for Cloud9. Few more remaining alive, trying to get a res at least. Works out for that one, but they've lost Zeta in the process. Now as they're all spread out, they're looking for heroic plays. Zeppa flashing up towards that tunnel and trying to make some noise. It works out for that kill, but not enough here as we got 3 players inside that tunnels. And man, the Knights are looking really good on this defense.
Went to Narnia.
At least the Knights are connecting for Leaf. Zeta watching that flank as didn't expect a 3rd player, even a 2nd player in 3rd to come in for that flank. So now those are the last 2 spotted. Everybody else fell back on that rotating the spawn side. Ziff, though, at least making it possible now for the Knights. Just around the corner is going to be Leaf. There you go. That's the 3rd kill into the round. Ben going to be on his lonesome. Blade Storm out. Misses. That clock is running down. The flank is coming from Mitch, and that's going to happen there for Cloud9 to get the last round into the half as we're going to take a break and see how this match will continue after this.
Everybody's really online this game. We've seen it from Ban, Gangsta, Ziff. It's definitely showing that Knights are bringing a different level of play to the table here. Going to be Ban on the entry to start off. Here we go, Vans.
Ooh, right click doesn't work though. So Ban gets the opening kill onto Mitch. How fitting. Shock darts though, that could be huge just for a little bit of chip damage. Misses actually a bit. We're going with the right click classic, and somehow it works for the Knights. 2 more to go here for Vanity and Zeppa for Cloud9. Make that just Vanity at tunnel. Just got tapped before the wall came up. And this is not going to be easy at all. As the wall comes down from the attacker side on that toxic screen.
Oh my gosh.
Vanity makes himself known. And it's going to be
photo.
Another pistol for the Knights, man. They've been doing
patience. I mean, you see this rotation from Frosty where he's lurking. He didn't decide to take the site. They actually want A still, even though they're pushed in. Oh, what a shot on Orange.
That's huge at least, and they're never putting that wall up. They just wanted to fight. But that also allows Cloud9 Leaf to get 2 kills in the flank now coming in. The lurk from Frosty with this Guardian, trying to line up the second one by Orange. It's a little bit of love tap into the wall, at least of that can. Genghsta trying to rotate across on this fake plant. Doesn't work out. And that's it. Vanity and Mitch, on that 2v2 are able to at least get their gun round in their favor. But Zeppa's still there. 0 point. I think just got shot off or something because I thought that he had it up, but it doesn't spot anybody. It doesn't suppress anyone as Leaf is coming in from the B main side. Only good for one as Vanity trades it back on the back lines. Now leaving only Zeppa on a 2 versus 1. Her third time in this situation. 0 point is now up now, actually, as he goes for the fake tap. No time, pretty much. So patiently for the Knights. It's well done. It's going to be the round coming in for the attacker side.
So it's actually really easy to identify
Information on the last 4 players. That also brings out the 0 point, nullifying a little bit of the players on the defense for Cloud9. Then finally the Knights can come in to go for the plant, but Leaf has this Blade Storm. Close range onto Frosty. Still trying to close the gap, but nice shot out to Genghsta too. Now around that pillar. Spot Scuba for the third. Dashing away, clearing out the site. Zip is on his own. We're defusing right now. The underhand throw. No. And Leaf gets the 4K for Cloud9 as they get the thrifty. Viper.
The walls up.
And Zippa pushes down towards this shop. Hunter's Fury back. That's going to get the ping and the kill onto Genghsta. So an early 5-on-2. Finally, some pressure's coming out as Leaf is forced to dash away inside this B site. As a beautiful cam work from an observer to another observer, which is a Cypher cam from Mitch. Spots the enemies moving into the A nest side.
Our eyes in the sky. There's a trade.
So he's not in a great spot, and they've lurked it through. There's only 13 seconds left. We have to clear this pyramid. If not, Zeta gets them both. Now Zeppa falls towards the door, and there you go. They both take him down. Zeppa and Zeta both fall, and we get a plant and a Viper's Pit out.
He's down to 1 already as the Viper's Bite comes out.
With spots the enemies moving into the A nest side.
Our eyes in the sky. There's a trade. We're doing a great job. Again, the team being in a position, that tandem attack, where they can always get something out of it, but their numbers are so low right now on the side of Knights. He was nowhere, and then he was there. Oh, the timing. You got to be kidding me. Now in the Viper's Pit vans, they get pressured in. Leaf low. He's going to get down even lower as soon as he gets in. He's down to 1 already as the Viper's Bite comes out.
With an orb on top of that, and they go on a 4 versus 2 disadvantage to a 2-0 advantage.
On to Frosty. IGL's down for Knights.
Been a while since we've seen the Leaf push down towards that mid side, and it took 20 rounds, and they weren't expecting it there for PK. But they are forcing in hand to push into the B site, and just like that, 4 have fallen down. Zeppa on his lonesome does have null command on a 2 versus 1. Now after that recon guard just got popped off. Nice fragment onto the ground. Beautiful flash to get them both, but it's still going to be Genghsta with the kill and putting Knight at that point.
If you're a team that's trying to be international as well, it's going to be the hit towards B here. Cloud9, Mitch ready with a judge.
Judge around the corner. But then Zip is still going to work. It's not only Ben. Zip has been so good on this map on both attack and defense. Dropping 2 players from Cloud9, and also the plan is also towards A site. We have 2 players now cutting a rotation for the attackers on the post plant, and it's Zip again at the point. He still has 0 point on top of that. Fragment onto the ground. Aldron to spot Vanity towards the A site. Now at least Zeppa is making the dreams alive, the hopes alive for C9. Vanity trying to close in onto the Hunter's Fury and gets the kill, but that's it. The Knights get the win, and it's going to be a second round coming in on a 13-8 scoreline.
If you have any question that grinding and playing is going to help your team, can be answered by Knights. Here they try to defend B against a fast Cloud9, diving into C site.
That's how it starts off angle on the left side. 2 kills make that even 3 for the Knights. It's the study continues for the Knights right now as Vanity's on his own. The fault line and Dinosaur, nothing worked there for the C side pop at this point, as Vanity has to try to win a clutch on a 4v1. Eats
much of this in the later rounds, but how funny is this?
Oh, no!
Almost, fans. He knew he couldn't make a peep. Ziff turns around and the jig is up. And You see, obviously, that Frosty's going to stay within range of his util. But again, this could be an in and out on B. We're going to hit it. It's going to be a first one. Mollies go in, and I think smoke plant will be our next one.
Crossing towards the back with this Spectre. Also, Mitch with the Ghost. We're trying to prevent this plant as much as we can, and it works out.
The bonus for Knights now will try to retake A site as C9 set up this post plant.
2 smokes already set up, so that's a little bit of time wasted. Potentially even one ways. Vanity in a great spot to actually spot the feet of PK Knight, or sorry, the PK trying to come back on a rotate. And it's going to be a Paranoia flash. It does affect Vanity. He does get a flash of his own as Mitch and Zeppa get 2 kills. Now it turned the tides around for the advantage for Cloud9.
Ooh.
And that's it.
They don't have that Sova drone. They're going to be running in, and Lee's going to take Cat by himself. Van starts it off, Vans.
Big flash of low coming out from Zeppa. The lean out with the operator doesn't pan out, but at least all these lurks, all the other anchors inside the site have gotten a couple of kills. Now a nice Paranoid comes out from the defense where Leaf is on his own. He's able to put a burst of a cloud to hide inside it and get the kill right after inside Hell. He's up to a 2v1 against Scuba and Frosty, walking back up towards the A site. Off angle for 2 players, and that's the Knights winning this round in Riv. I gotta say, man.
The little 1v1s we could have around the map right now are really, really cool. And it looks like C will be the ending site for C9 in the end.
The thing is, though, Zeppo was that, or Zeta, sorry. He actually threw an aftershock and it was spotted, or at least a flash that was spotted around the corner, a fault line, and then now he's going to be able to fall back from a flash. Meanwhile, though, we have the action towards the C site. Zeppo gets 2 kills with the Phantom, and they're looking for the plant inside C. Already those gangsters on that flank at the garage side. Recon Dart coming out, eats a Seeker. As now the rotates coming back, the flanks coming in. It's now spotted by Utility getting broken into the front garage site. 2 players now moving in. A beautiful shock dart onto the feet of Zeppa to drop him down. Advantage now for the Knights. Aftershock coming out there from Zeta. He's the last lurk coming out from the spawn side. Leaning out, the double swing for the Knights looks beautiful, and they get the defuse.
What's the next one? It's kind of the flash. Who's going to be the one running in? It's not Zeta, right? He wants to use util still. Is it going to be Zeppa who now starts the fights? And it seems so. Ban's already there, omnipresent on Haven with this jet operator.
That's the thing. Ban is always there. Somehow getting the right rotations too, but Zeppa finally connects onto Frosty. A 4 versus 3. Spike has now been dropped. Zeppa's trying to keep the dream alive at least into this round. It's him and Zeta. Still lots of utility for Zeta as he flanks from the A choke point. Front line into the site. Another kill at the Scuba. Ban stuck in the back of the site, and Zeppa gets it done as they pinch in on both ends of the A link and C link for Cloud9. Hunter's Fury was used before, so don't have time at this time to use it to cancel it out. Yes, to drone in, but the lockdown's out. Scuba's on that flank. Misses a shot, unfortunately, so that is huge right now for Cloud9 to potentially win this round. Gangsta at least is going to get a kill for his troubles before he's going to be able to get out or maybe even get locked down, but that's okay. He's just going to get detained while the rest of them are towards the spawn side. They still have a flash alive to come out as the one-way comes out from Vanity. Doesn't work out. Zeta's in the back of the site. He's trying to mow down 2, but Frosty gets 2 of his own into this round as they're all trying to come out towards that right side. And we finally see that pressure being used by PK on the defense. Paranoia to come out, and then having the jet being able to move forward. But off that Blade Storm, they didn't expect Leaf to already make it into the cubby. And Leaf gets another one behind the smoke, and that's the A side weaker. But they're really still at least Zip. Talk about his anchor plays. That's down for 1, and he's looking for the second. It's out now, but we're just walking out here for the Knights. Clearing on the corner, Graffiti has fallen. Mitch is on a 2 versus 1. Turret to spot one right there. There's that smoke for that spike. He now evens it up on a 1 versus 1. Then gets the wall bang out the Scuba for the Red Bull clutch and a lead for Cloud9. There's definitely false information there done by the flash even coming out here from Zeppa that even spotted Ziff. But now that Nanoswarm's... Oh! Nice little spot there from that Nanoswarm, so you can't deny the plant. Now it's planted for long. Another Nanoswarm being thrown down by Mitch as everybody's starting to rotate, but we still have that lurk from Ziff on mid side, so we have a big fight coming through. Ban is pushing towards that spawn, though, and now it's in the favor of Cloud9. Is this going to be finally the most important pistol on a rim in favor of Cloud9? So far, so good. The retake continues in. from the spawn side, from the defender side of Cloud9. Frosty's in a great position, though, with his teammate Scuba on this crossfire from the sewers, but it's smoked out. The turret's out. Frosty's running out as well. That's 2
Big
kills.
hit.
That's 3 kills, and that's a 1 versus 1. Scuba's trying to run down that clock. Mitch has to start moving a little bit quicker because that spike, it's not even a halfway. He gets the 4K, comes in for the defuse, and that is going to be the round for Cloud9 to get that pistol. Huge damage, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been melted, but thankfully we still have a regrowth from Zip if they want to use it. Thankfully, also for the Knights to get the plant down, so we're expecting to play the retake game for Cloud9. I like the setup. Very passive play, not too much pressure. But here comes the fault line from Zeta. Here comes the push. Just around the corner, the crossfire is good. And there you go. 1 more to go. Frosty, outside at long ace, smoked out by Vanity's dark cover. He does have a turret. Now it dissipates, and peekaboo surprise, Frosty falls.
I like it. Mitch draws that out right away, having so many that 4K for him brings his ult up almost immediately. As he goes down.
Would have been a perfect moment to line up 2 there as to get detained, but we're pushing out as we know that.
Oh,
we're
God.
not pressuring towards the fault, should I say the aftershock towards the A-side cubby, and it works
Wait.
out. And we're just running it down. The fault line
Wait.
to stun a couple more. A flash in the front as they both get blinded there. We're fighting across, and there's only 1 more to go. It's going to be Scuba. Headshot on to Leaf. A 2 versus 1 right now as we're sticking on this plant. The headshot to come in through the boxes, and their headshot out the open from Zeta. And that's Cloud9 with the retake, winning the bonus round. And that's going to be just like that, an easy plant.
I'm sure it feels good for him. He's been the last one trying to get the kills on the round. Here he gets the opener. He's still alive to tell the story. Could it be a flawless? That would really help the economy right now. Push forward here for Knights. Oh, Ziff.
No flawless there.
Yeah.
All bang coming in from Zeta. Scuba still inside garage. Seekers out. Or at least available of it. It's going to be a flash instead. Now we have a 3 versus 2 in favor of the Knights. The Alladrone to spot the last 2. The lineup coming out from the cubby.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, they made it expensive at least here for Cloud9. No utility from the Killjoy. It's set up towards that seaside. Scuba now walks in, has both of his smokes, and can't use any of them. But the Rolling Thunder comes out too, and Mitch gets a second frag. Now you're looking back towards that flank side. Leaf, first blood that he had at the beginning of the round, is now the flanker for the other kills. 1 more to go. Stuck inside 20 is going to be Genghsta. Down to 25 HP on a 3 versus 1. Mitch closing a gap, gets the flank, and Cloud9.
Oh dear.
Seekers gets info though. That's 3 players inside. Make that the 3 Seekers spotting all players inside the C site. Nobody on the flank. This is a window of opportunity for Leaf to even go for a flank, but is it needed? Because Mitch gets a kill. Then he goes for a lockdown, and now this story repeats. Of everybody will have to funnel back potentially into long seaside, so they had to fight inside garage. Now they're moving in. Leaf is in the back for the first kill. The second one, the third falls. Only 1 to go. It's Ben with the Blade Storm, and that's it. Vanity gets the kill, and Cloud9 breeze as they win the series against the Pittsburgh Knight, 13-6 on this 3rd map.
What an awesome series. I think we saw...